Hi gems, it's your girl Ambra. Today we're going to talk about my monthly favorites. And this was hard to kind of hone in, but I basically just pulled the things I'm using on a daily basis that's shown me change from other products that I've used in the past. And I think we should just jump right into it. The lab. So something that I've been talking about, actually have been showing in my other videos, is the foundation that I use. And just between me and you, so this foundation is a bit pricey, and I just can't seem to justify spending the dollar even though the results are good. I don't know, does anyone else struggle with this? So anyway, I've suggested my other subscribers to to get samples of foundations and products that they can get at their local department stores if they're just not ready to commit. So the first item that I'm going to discuss in the relationship of makeup would have to be this foundation by Giorgio Armani. It is the Luminous Silk Foundation. It is everything. It has brought me life. It has brought me happiness. That's a bit of a stretch. Nonetheless, I feel like it's a flawless, silky, luminous, beautiful finish. I feel like I've received more compliments about my makeup ever since I started getting the sample. And you got to mix it up a bit. Like, go to a different stand or something. Like, go to a different store so they don't recognize your face. Or just go ahead and make the splurge. $62 at retail. You can order it at Sephora. You can buy it from your Nordstroms. I believe Macy carries it. Don't quote me on that. But I'm a number 14. And I feel like it's just a seamless application. I don't have to put a lot on. It is buildable, but just the quality of it, you just need one application. Girl, just do it. Just do it. I love it. All right, so next up, and I've been working on trying to find a finishing spray after I do my makeup so I don't look so cakey and it just lays really nicely, things stay in place, because I could be watching a commercial, girl, and start crying and things start moving. So I try to find something that's going to really hold my makeup in place all day long. I commute to work, I come home, and I don't want to look like I didn't had a day. You know what I mean? Like a day. So what I've come across is Urban Decay's De-Slick Makeup Spray. Can you see that? My light is so bright. Nonetheless, I'll mark it below. What I really liked about it is just the compact size. It's something that can go with me as I'm commuting, as I mentioned, just on the go. So the directions mention that you should spray in an X formation and do this about 2 to 4 times a day. The smell isn't too overwhelming. It does have an alcohol hint at the end, but I just feel like it holds my makeup, and it's something that I've been using on a regular basis, so I highly suggest checking it out. So back to my story about getting samples before you commit. I've really been having some issues with just my pores and how they look throughout the day. They start peeking through and I'm like, I see you. So I'm trying to find the best product that works for me and my skin, that gives me a really solid foundation before I start applying, all my other goodies. So, as you're leaving in Sephora and they give you that little aisle of last minute pick-me-ups, it's trickery. The devil is a lie. I came across this POREfessional by Benefits, and it's just a small little container. Again, just a $10 investment, which I like, because if I didn't like it, then I don't feel like I done broke the bank on the $30 tube. So I've just been using this the last couple weeks in January, and ladies, I'm going to go ahead and get the big one. I'm going to do it. It's justified. It works. Keeps really matte finish, really holds my makeup to my face. And I just put this on after my primer, and I've been using my Chanel base, which is another luminous base finish, but a really nice pre-step before applying your foundation. So I highly suggest, again, if you want to trial before potentially error or trial before success, get yourself smaller versions and then make the decision after that. Speaking about my skin, I'm naturally oily, so I try to do anything I can to mattify my face, whether it's my setting powders or my primers or anything that's really going to help in my T-zone area, because that's just where I shine the most. And I'm really feeling insecure because the light's so bright. Anyway, So actually something that I picked up watching another YouTuber, Luxterlux. Girl has some insight. Let me tell you what she said. If you were to calculate the amount of ounces that is in max travel size in comparison to buying the large tubes, you end up saving more money by getting 2 or 3 little ones rather than spending a whole bunch of bucks on a tall one. So I said, you know what, you don't got to tell me twice. And I came across their Oil Control Lotion, something again I've been using with the POREfessional's product for the last couple weeks in January, and I'm happy with it because I'm naturally oily throughout the day. I start to shine and T-zone like I was just mentioning. So I grabbed a couple of these, again something on the go, but once you put your moisturizer on in the morning after you thoroughly cleaned your face, it's enough. So I highly suggest checking it out. It has become one of my go-tos. And again, I grabbed a couple, less expensive than the big jar. And I get more ounces. So thank you, Luxterlux. Next up, something that I've been really excited to show. And I've just been using it the past couple of days. And I've been feeling like a queen, child. So in my other tutorials, for my highlighters, I use Soft and Gentle by MAC, which is a mineralizing finish highlighter. Just to rub my cheekbones, really giving me like a sun kiss, glow within. But I wanted something that had a deeper tone that wasn't so ash and washed out. I done came across something amazing. And this is BECCA's Rose Gold Shimmering Skin Profector Press. All that. So again, something that I utilize, which is another one of my favorites that I'm going to mention, which is my Tapered highlighter, F35 from Sigma. I just apply it straight on my highlight. Girl, you see that? You see it? You see that shine? Honey, I love it. I love it. So although I think about $30, $40, it's something that I know it's going to last me a long time. It's going to give me the finish. I'm sorry, I just need to make sure I'm looking even and square. Something's going to last a long time. Something that can take me through the spring to the summer and just give me that glow. I just love it. I wish it was showing up better. But I highly suggest it, especially for deeper tones. The Rose Gold Balm. So I highly suggest that one. Again, I grabbed this from Sephora. So between MAC, Sephora, Ulta, you'll be able to get your collection in order. Something else that I've been really excited about, I'm just going to jump over to my brushes. Like I mentioned, it's my F35 highlighting brush. And I use this not only for my highlight, but for my contour. And it just fits really nicely in my cheekbone here. And it allows me to kind of mix all that out. Blend is probably a better appropriate word. And then, it provides me that nice flush when I'm hitting the highlighter on that cheek, as I just showed you before. So I really like this brush. I've had it for quite some time, so I don't know how much it costs, but when you go to Sigma, watch out for the coupons, because I am a savvy shopper, honey. I will mix high end with low end if the effect is still the same end. Okay. All right, and then my next brush, which is just other YouTubers have kind of suggested, and I was like, you know what, I want to try something different, because I've been using my e.l.f. stippling brush for my foundation, as you've seen in my other tutorials. So I wanted to try something that was going to give me more of an airbrush finish and had more of a buff and finish. So this is my Morphe M439. It's so cute. I'm all about packaging. You can sell me on the way it looks. I mean, I like to do the performance too, make sure that it's performing properly. But this is a really nice brush for foundation. This is the clean one. I have one that I use on a daily basis, but it's just a really nice finish, giving you an airbrushed look. It doesn't soak up too much product, so it really evenly distributes on the face. One of my favorite brushes that I've been using, and I just got this one at the beginning of January, so I felt like appropriate for this review or share. We're sharing. So again, Morphe.com, great customer service. I know they've been having some hangups with those Jacqueline palettes. So be patient. I'm on the West Coast, so it got to me a little bit quicker than I would assume my gems on the East Coast, but a great find, good prices, and good products. So definitely check that out. So where are we now? Oh, one other thing, speaking of face, because we're still in the face. When I got my Morphe brushes, I needed a contour palette because I've been using my Sleek product and it's running low, and they're a UK brand, and I find that it takes so long to get, and it's just a small little palette and I use it every day. Just gonna be honest. And as I'm starting to build my kit, because I'm really pursuing doing makeup on a part-time basis because I do work, but I want to be able to accommodate all my gym shades, I went on ahead and invested in their pressed powder contour palette. So this is more my speed, which is the darkest brown that they have in the palette. But then they have more of a beige and a honey and a peach finish. And then you have your highlighters here, which is more of an off-white cream and then more of a stark beige here. It's a little bit brighter. But really inexpensive, way more product for the cost than getting the Sleek, and you know, dealing with it taking forever to get to me. It allows me to not only accommodate my needs, but on a personal day-to-day basis, but also as I'm doing makeup on others. So highly suggest this, their brushes, try their eyeshadows. This has been my go-to since I've not been able to replenish my Sleek contour palette. So then moving on to lip, I, in the winter months, use Max Rebel at least 3 days a week. Between Rebel and my heroine, I'm a purple plum fool. So I found out that they came up with heroine and a lip gloss, girl. So it's really, really super pretty. So this has been my go-to when I want something a little bit more dramatic. So it has a really nice gloss finish. I'm not going to put it on now because I'm wearing more of a nude. But you know, they're coming out with a lot more lip glosses that are matching up to your favorite lipsticks. So just keep an eye out for it. When, what's his name, Timothy at the Nordstrom Mac counter told me, I looked at him like, you said, well, go ahead and get one of them. So I've been able to kind of swap out from my satin finish lipstick and my gloss. So, you know, I'm not trying to go through my products so fast since I love these colors, especially on dark tones. It's just such a super pretty finish. And what I have on today has also been my go-to in the month of January, just to kind of break up always wearing so much color on my lip, because sometimes I like to do more of a dramatic eye like I have on today. And I understand some gems that can't really, you know, don't have the time to really go that deep dive into their eyeshadow every morning, but I just wanted to do something funky today. So with all this going on up here, y'all see this? I figured I had to be a little bit mild on the lip. And my nude that has been perfect, not too whitewash, not too pink, I don't look like I got bubblegum lips, is Styled in Sepia, and it's a MAC matte finish. And I use my MAC lip pencil and cork, and it's just a nice nude. I'm not walking out the house looking like I'm just wearing lip gloss, but it really shows attention to my eyeshadow, which is what I wanted today, and really tone down on my lip. So gems, that pretty much lists out my January phase. Not a ton of products, but you know, sometimes it's quality over quantity. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you take the time, if you can, to go out and grab some of these items and have some fun with them and play with them. And you know, comment below. Give me your opinion on what works for you, because I am open. Let me repeat, open to trying anything new. I love makeup and I love sharing with you. So I hope you love sharing with me. So until next time, shine bright, gems. Bye.